Jim Seitnater will share the before and after transformation of key downtown Hutchinson buildings and the unique stories behind their revitalization. He will also discuss the tools and programs used by the private and public sectors working together to build a stronger downtown and bringing old buildings back to life.
Preservation-based economics was a hard sell in the 1980s through the early 2000s. It took years of projects, establishing historic districts and a clustering of projects to really notice the good work and private investment that has returned old buildings into new and productive reuses, adding to the downtown built environment. We created a toolbox of resources: grants, architectural services, no interest loan programs, rebate programs, and establish historic districts to better support historic tax credit applications and reward private investment. Today, the wonderful event space at the Crystal Ballroom is a perfect example of private investment supported by historic tax credits. By leveraging our local public dollars, the City of Hutchinson partnered with state and federal entities to create an environment of public improvements and green spaces that led to over 3 times the public investment by private investors who greatly improved buildings and built businesses that better utilize their space and bred growing synergy of other like businesses around the Avenue A Park, creating an exciting sense of place for commerce events, workers, visitors, and residents to use and enjoy. Smith's Market new storefront and interior remodel utilized 2 valuable programs that Kansas Main Street provided to us over the years: the IWW Incentives Without Walls, a no-interest friendly payback revolving loan program, and professional design assistance. Another 8 projects, much like Toy Depot, renovated buildings around B and Main using those same Main Street strategies and resources, adding to the synergy and unique draw of downtown's antique district. By focusing resources in 2010 to remove aluminum slipcovers, make facade improvements, add better signage and lighting, the Downtown Partnership, DHRP, and the city demonstrated that by improving a building's exterior, it would leave a more lasting visual impression, which proved to be a better use of limited resources. The city and First National Bank invested their dollars to effect facade and signage improvements and aluminum slip removal. The before and after pictures you're seeing tell this story the best. After Catalyst, Jennifer Randall and Dan Brizendine moved to Hutchinson from California and renovated at B and Main, they took on several other buildings to the north, using Jennifer's gallery space to stimulate interest and inspire new uses at each new location by bringing those old buildings back to life for new owners to use. In this one block alone, in a span of less than 7 years, 8 projects using IWW loans helped owners to renovate their property, start new businesses, and expand already successful stores and create new generation jobs. Others painted, added new lighting, signs, and public art to transform the whole block into a vibrant mix of new experience-based retailers, boutiques, salons, performance venues, antiques, home decor, creative services, and 4 incredible loft apartments. Public art supporters investing in both sculptures and murals have played an important role in this block full of entertainment venues, meeting spaces, and new downtown residents. The slides you've seen here tonight are only part of over 75 building renovations, countless other painting, signage, and lighting projects by individuals, far too many to name tonight, that have made new owners, volunteers, and board members worked tirelessly and put a lot of sweat equity involved in this block. In 2014, this is really hard. You do talk a lot faster than you think. In 2014, we watched as Steve Fife removed his medal the morning of the Chilean Soup Festival, With each panel he removed, another window or brick feature was exposed, intact for Steve to restore and build his awesome new storefront. I guess all that aluminum was good for something. Having a toolbox of resources already in place, Jay and Jack Mansky used our local tax rebate program, state and federal historic and Kansas Housing Resources tax credits to renovate the iconic Wiley building in 2014. The Wiley offers both market rate and affordable apartments for rent that were much needed and quickly occupied. The construction elevator needed for the project sits in the exact spot used by the original builders of the building. During the construction, over 100 workers a day were on site to renovate the Wiley in just 1 year. In 2016, Tech moved their offices and clients' art gallery to the Wiley. A partnership with Mansky's Fox Theater and the city built a parking garage that created the pass-through corridor over the Fox needed by Wiley residents to access their cars. It's now an asset for the Fox as the garage provides a covered loading zone for Fox performers to unload their trucks and tour buses. Utilizing funds from the city facade improvement rebate program, the aluminum came off of 3 25-foot brick buildings that had been covered for decades. The new owners went to work on an art studio, fitness gym, employment service, and the fast, awesome loft apartment. Streetscape improvements were completed by KDOT in the fall of 27. The Wool Market and DIY store opened in the former Johnson Music Building a year later. Several other owners in the block painted and improved their buildings, continuing the trend of private investment following public-funded improvements. In January, Scott and Jen Cooley moved her salon and boutique into beautiful renovated space in the Stevens Building, their second renovation of a downtown building. Can't wait to see the reuse of the remaining space and complete their vision for this great building. Like so many others before them and for all those yet to come, we greatly appreciate your investment in bringing old buildings back to life.